Hey everybody, this is Keith from the planet Pluto, and you're watching a stellar review. Now, today's subject matter is Best Swan Song Album. What is a Swan Song album, you might ask? A Swan Song album, which I didn't make up, it's a very real thing, and you can find it on Wikipedia. Now, a Swan Song album, for those of you who can't type, happens to be an album that not only exemplifies a band, but by that I mean it encapsulates their sound. It's the most profound thing that they can create. It's their masterwork. It's the best of what they can ever do. It's the best they can achieve. But it's also their final work, meaning that there's not going to be any more music from this particular band or artist or composer or whatever. Now, who did I choose for best Swan Song album, you might ask? And I might answer that I chose Fall Out Boy. Fall Out Boy, you might already be like, ugh, I want to close this video. Or you probably already did after you heard me speak a little, but hear me out. Fall Out Boy, they're a kind of band where you either hate them or you like them or you really like them. So I guess they run the whole gambit. But I particularly did not like them much. I kind of liked one of their albums before this album. The album just before this album. It had some songs I was like, oh, that's pretty cool. But I was pretty turned off by the general pop nature of their albums. The lack of interesting or even compelling lyrics, and the general just mehness of it. But enter Folie à Deux, their final album, and you have an album that not only is very well crafted musically, not the lyrics are delivered very well, which is kind of amazing because Patrick Stum's voice is pretty interesting. I don't know how much vocal direction he got from his bandmates because Patrick Stum's solo album was kind of, don't listen to it. But, okay. I kind of digressed. What makes this album good is that it's actually compelling musically. When you listen to it, you're like, this is actually catchy. It's very catchy. It's very good. And then when you actually listen to the actual structure, it's pretty interesting for the pop nature of the band. I don't know why they were labeled emo. I would say more like pop rocker or something. But it's very, very good. The musicians in the band, they all know their instruments fairly well. There's at some points I really don't like how the bass and guitar kind of follow each other, almost to the point where they're playing the exact same thing. But aside from that, let's go. I could go track for track, but I'm probably not going to do that. Well, yeah, I'm just not going to do that. I would say their most notable song on that album is a song called "She's My Winona." I'm guessing, this is just a guess, that the Winona in question is a reference or an allusion to Winona Ryder, and I can't really figure out what the song's about because all their songs are diluted in like pseudo metaphors and like semi pretentious like gibberish. So let's just say that the song is about it's probably like a love song, maybe I don't know. It's very good though. It's my favorite on the album. It's the strongest in that it does have the best instrumentation. It does have better better vocals. There's not I guess Patrick Stump is kind of a fan of like doing a lot of vocal runs and a lot of like little tricks here and there, and he does that in this song too. But it's not like, it doesn't pollute the song. It doesn't take over the song. They're a very vocal driven band, but it doesn't really take precedence over everything. Everything kind of melts together very well. which is kind of like how the whole album is really. Their second best song probably would be "What a Catch Donnie, What a Catch Donnie." Of course, I do not know what this song is about either because of the lyrics again, but it's a very entertaining song, and depending on the version of the album you buy, it comes with there's an acoustic version that's included, and the acoustic version might rival in quality the actual version. The interesting thing about that song though is, I mean, kind of everyone knows that like are new that like Fall Out Boy was like friends/fans with like other bands such as the Academy is and that Las Vegas band that broke up. What's their name? That Night in the Afternoon band. I'm pretty sure someone's gonna post the name of the band on in the comments maybe. And they're also friends with Gym Class Heroes. And if you listen closely, there's at one point of the song, this being the swan song of their swan song album. There's a portion of the I think second chorus where they go into the leading line of every chorus for all their singles, and they're sung by these different members of these other bands who they're friends with, and it's pretty interesting. It's a very good send off to a band that was pretty surprising. And so when I heard that, I realized they go all the way through their whole discography and just nail every single in such a way that you actually feel a little sad because you know the band's over now. In any case, this is why Folie à Deux is probably the best Swan Song album out there. If you got any that you think are better, go ahead and leave a comment. If you disagree or you agree, leave a comment. And don't forget, we're a band too, so check out our music also. Alright, this is Keith from the planet Pluto. Transmission ended.